Gentlemen and lady, welcome back to another episode of LowSpecLabs. Last time we tested Gemma 4 e4b and tried to see if it could manage servers. The question was kinda not as good as Qwen 3.54b, which in my mind is kind of a disappointment. You know, Google has billions of dollars. You would think they could get a small model to manage servers. Heck, it would be to their benefit to get a small model to manage servers since they're trying to roll this out to iPhones and Androids, right? And also in your browser. You would think getting consistent tool calling and being able to reason through troubleshooting systems would be a priority, but it's not. But from what I understand, Gemma is distilled from Gemini, and Gemini is a weird model. That I'll leave it at that. Let's go ahead and get started though. Can you code with Gemma 4 e4b? Let's find out, boys. So I went ahead and got the harness spun up. Let's get our prompt on screen. As you can see, it is supposed to be making a single shot HTML file. As you can see, it should be creating a single shot HTML file at Gemma 4 e4b status card.html. And the HTML file is supposed to be a fake system check, you know. It's supposed to be a web interpretation of a service monitor. It should have different services and different colors for the service states. Let's see if Qwen 3.54b can sort this out. I got faith in it. The smaller version of this was able to knock it out, so I have faith in the bigger version. We're back on here, and we kick off the prompt, and we'll check back on this in about 5 minutes and review the results. So Gemma responded back, and it looks like it created the file at temp Gemma 4 e4b status card.html. Okay, so this isn't too bad. I get 3 cards. They go from offline to online. It looks like the run check just randomizes it, you know, not too bad. Definitely a much better result than the 2B version where the run check button didn't really do anything. So yeah, them extra parameters is helping. Let's move on to the medium tier challenge. All right, boys, that was 10 out of 10 for challenge 1. Let's move on to challenge 2. So for challenge 2, it is going to create a single HTML file at Gemma 4 e4b, basically the mini Kanban board from before. To give you an idea, this was Gemma 4's result, less than, remember, this was Gemma e2b's result for the Kanban board. So let's see what Gemma e4b comes up with. And then we just copy it, and then we paste it into chat, and we'll check back up on this in about, it's a little, let's say maybe like 10-15 minutes and see what the results were. We should have E24 mini Kanban board. That should be E4b. But all the same, we'll check on the file in a little bit. All right, we're done. It made the mini Kanban.html. So let's see. Okay. So here is Gemma 12b's result, right? This is pretty good. Let's see, can we move? Well, I can't drag and drop. But it does actually work this time. And our last version, trying to move stuff right or left, was actually, well, trying to move stuff right was broken, right? If you do that second right, it's not moving. Whereas with this one, I can move stuff all the way right to the left. I can close out tasks. I'll make a new task right here. And look, let's see, it made the test task. So yeah, so far, Gemma 4 e4b, much better performer than the e2b, right? Much better performer. Good job, Gemma 4. Let's go ahead and go on to challenge number 3, where things actually get difficult. It is now time for the third challenge. We're going to give Gemma 4 e4b the network monitor sim. To give you an idea, let's do a quick reminder of what the e2b network monitor sim was like. Went ahead and got that pulled up, and as you can see, this was a fail because it didn't make the nodes, didn't run the scan, or didn't simulate the outage. It didn't do anything we asked it to do. Let's review that prompt one more time, and then we'll get started with the third hard challenge. Create a single file HTML app at Gemma 4 e4b network simulator.html. It must be fully self-contained. It must display a network map with 1 router, 2 switches, and 6 device nodes. Nodes should be connected, and in different status states with different colors for those status states. So this is a pretty complicated request here. Let's see how Gemma 4 e4b handles it. First, we start by copying it out. Then we paste it into our session chat, and we'll check back in on this in a few minutes. All right. So it took a few minutes. Let's check Gemma 4 e4b network sim. So this is a fail. Like this is I don't know what I expected. Gemma 4 e4b. This one, I mean, technically the buttons work, but not reliably. I'm not too sure what all it's doing here with this network scan menu, right? It says it's running a scan across all nodes. I hit simulate outage and it just turned something red. This is not the best results, boys. So Gemma 4 e4b, can it code much like can it manage systems? Kinda, which is the most disappointing fact because it's actually pretty fast. The dream is a model that's this fast, but with a lot more. You know, if I could get something this fast, but with as much intelligence as like Qwen 27b, we'd be there. Local models would be where it's at, right? But we're not quite there quite yet. That's it for this video, boys. If you enjoy the content, please go ahead and hit the like button. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe either here on YouTube or on TikTok, where I occasionally do humorous short form content. Otherwise, thank you for watching and stay blessed, boys. I will see you next time where we start diving into the Gemma 12b models where things really get interesting. And then we'll start doing some comparisons, you know, which models should you use and why.